Well, Dave, you've got two pitchers out there that are facing their former team. So we'll focus on Noah, though, facing the Angels. What is this kind of like for him? Obviously, not his first time doing such a situation, but just what have you seen from him, and what are you looking to see from him in this final outing this spring?
I think for us, I think it's been a good spring for him. I think that last outing was certainly forgettable. I think for us, just kind of looking to ramp up the intensity, kind of tie up a couple things, have a good quality start, come out of it feeling good, and ready to make his first run of the season. But seeing Tyler and Noah go against each other's former teams is sort of fun.
With Noah, is the plan similar to Clayton, just around kind of 85 pitch count?
I think that's it, yeah. I think that with Noah, he's thrown a lot this spring. We feel good about the up and downs, the pitch count. So if we can kind of get him somewhere around there, we'll feel good about going into the season.
Anything new with Gonsolin?
Tony threw a bullpen today, and Mark Breyer said it went really well, felt good. So, my assumption is, in the next few days he'll throw another one and kind of keep progressing.
Which is he throwing those?
I think today was right around 20, 25. So he's still a ways away.
When he ultimately is progressing to the mound, is it like restarting spring training in a way for him?
Yeah, you know what? Given the amount of time he's had away from the mound, I think that's close to fair. I think that a timeline that we're thinking about is end of April for him to be back. So, like I said, he's still got to continue to progress.
Dave, the way you played your bullpen last night, should we read anything into the way you're doing it? As far as, are you doing it by the groupings of hitters that you normally would do during the regular season?
Not too much. I think for us right now, it's more of trying to get them in there and not too taxed versus trying to get the ideal matchups. There's some other guys that the guys last night have to pitch again. So, I'm more concerned about just getting him into the game and not overusing.
Are you curious to see who can perform in the ninth inning more than others?
I'm not too concerned about it. I think that the guys that will close out games for us this year, I would say that they've all done it before. So it's not something that we haven't seen before. I still don't know how that's going to play out in each game as we go forward. So we'll see.
How's Daniel Hudson doing? Is he any closer to bouncing back after pitching?
He's feeling better. After bullpens, that's where it kind of went sideways and throwing lives where he didn't respond well. The last one I heard, it was better. He's not going to be with us for opening day. He's going to stick around Arizona. Campbell back to stay on the routine. I think Mueller's on that same program. So it's still kind of a slow process for him.
Was he shut down for a period, or is he?
No, he wasn't shut down. So we didn't shut him down. We kind of tapered, some backed off a little bit. And even when we did that, there was kind of still that kind of feeling that he just wasn't recovering well. So, so we're kind of tapering a little bit.
Jimmy Nelson out there too?
Jimmy's here today. He's going to stick around for opening day and stay with the guys, and then he'll eject at some point, but he's around.
Parachute?
Yeah.
Eject?
Yeah. That's a baseball term.
Just to round out some of the bullpen guys.
I guess that doesn't translate.
He goes back to Arizona, I think?
Just to round out some of the bullpen guys. Is there anything new on Alex Reyes we haven't asked him?
No. I think Alex, nothing new. He's, I think for me personally, it's like, once you get off the mound and then it starts to become more real. Right now, he's doing a lot of plyo work and strengthening, so he's not kind of in play quite yet.
The Blake's throwing started for progression?
Yep. Blake's on throwing progression, and he's doing well. So I'm not sure if Blake's going to make it off for opening day, but he's kind of in that Daniel Hudson kind of obviously behind him.
With Daniel Hudson, would you put him in the category of similar to Tony at late April, or do you think it'll take a little longer for him?
Given that it's not as much of an ask as far as length when he does pitch, Tony's a starter. That would be my hope. I think the training staff might see it differently, but I would love to see that he could be back at the end of April. That seems doable.
Dave, is there a shorter time you have to call in a replay this year? And if so, like how does that change your preparation or how you sort of do that?
I think that what they want us to do is right when there's a play in question, signal to the crew chief, and then at that point in time, I think we've got 15 seconds to make a decision. So the mechanics, we've got to make a decision sooner. We don't have that 10-second grace period to decide if we're going to challenge or not.
Is it to the point? Where you have the pitch timer or whatever? But do they just start adding more clocks to that? Does that start a clock? Do you have a new clock? I mean,
yeah. I hope not. We've got plenty of clocks around now, so I guess that remains to be seen.
How much time did you have last year?
We had 20 seconds, but there was like a grace period because it wasn't sort of set. We could wait, 10 seconds to see. Now it's like you don't have that grace period. They want you to make a decision quicker.
Is that Bob's job or Danny's job?
Well, it's actually the guys upstairs, and ultimately, I'm not sure if Danny or Bob's going to relay that to me and be on the phone. I'm not sure yet.
Drew Avens has played. I think he leads your team in games this spring. He seems to be in there just about every day. What have you seen from him this spring?
I like Drew a lot. He's a heady baseball player. He's a gritty ball player. He's talented. He knows who he is as a baseball player. And I think for me, it's as a manager, it's nice that a guy he's very dependable. And the thing for him is just keep performing and force our hand. But I think he'll play in the big leagues. I do.
What do you think about the change to a balanced schedule this year?
I think from the fans' perspective, in Major League Baseball, it's a great thing. For us, it makes it a little bit more difficult as far as travel. But I think, overall, it's a positive.
Is there anywhere you're looking forward to going this year?
I'm looking forward to going to Boston. We're going to Boston. I like that city.
I like you.
Yeah. As far as the East, I don't really know where else we go. I haven't gotten that far ahead, but